Hello. You will see how I create a design poster with a fake 3D mirror design from zero. First, find some images that you think can be combined. Then open a poster file and we will start importing the images. We'll start with the background and get a sky on our first image. On the second one we're going to take it for those clouds. We're going to import a mountain image that we're going to crop simply with the quick selection tool. The same process will be used for the next mountain images that we integrate in the background. To better integrate the clouds image in the background, we will create a mask on this layer and with a simple brush with a very low hardness and erase the top of the image so that it blends with the image below. We will then import a foreground image, and as with the cloud image we will erase with a mask in the same brush. We will add a starry sky in the background and set the blend mode to overlay. By creating a mask on this layer with a brush, we will erase the bottom of this image to create a realistic gradient. And to finish with the composition of the landscape, we will import a crescent moon previously cropped. And here is how to make a photo montage of a landscape easily. We will be able to create our block in fake 3D. With the rectangle tool we will create a black rectangle. With Ctrl+T we will be able to deform our shape. With Ctrl+ left click while moving and pressing we will distort our shape to give it the perspective we want. We will simply duplicate the layer of our shape and with right click, horizontal axis symmetry, invert our image. Once placed with the same manipulation as before, we will arrange our shape to create a 3D perspective effect. Once satisfied we will pixelate our layers and then duplicate our landscape in the foreground. Include these layers in a group and merge this group. We will be able to put our new layer on top of our first shape and apply a clipping mask to it and then reverse it. For our second shape we will copy and paste only a part of our landscape which we will simply stretch. Once stretched and placed we will apply a Gaussian effect. We will convert each face of our block into a dynamic object and then open the Layer Style panel. We will add a bevel and stamp effect to both faces. By creating a new layer and with a large brush we will create black shadows and white highlights and place them correctly. Once satisfied we will click on a face of our block and apply a glass effect in the filter gallery, filter. It's up to you to adjust it as you wish by playing with the parameters. Once OK, we will simply duplicate our effect from our first layer to our second layer. We will add a house on top of the glass block and align our claps. And here is how to create our 3D glass effect in our landscape. Now we can move on to the layout of our poster. First we will group all our layers to create a dynamic layer. This allows us to have a layer that can be modified at will. We will shrink it and place it in the center. I will add a frame around it with the rectangle tool and a white outline. In the aspect panel of my rectangle I will simply round off the angles that I want. I will duplicate my new rectangle shape and fill it with black and then adjust it to the same size as my background. I will select the area created by this new layer to hide my poster layer and give it its shape. I will add a gradient transfer curve setting and choose a gradient that I like and apply a clipping mask to it in the group where my poster is located. I will import a paper texture image with the blend mode, linear density, add. On my poster layer in Filter Gallery, I will apply the effect, halftone pattern, and play with my settings. Once my background is finished, I will be able to add graphic elements and shapes made in Illustrator. Once OK, we will add a title to our poster and other graphic elements. It's time to customize our typography a bit more. To do this, we will convert it into a dynamic object and apply the filter, fluidity, to it. In this new tab, we can distort our image, hear our text, as we wish. Once satisfied, we will double-click on our text slap and in slap style reduce its background opacity. Add an outline as well as inlay a gradient. We will then duplicate our text layer and apply to it in the filter gallery a halftone pattern effect and then a torn outline, and above that another halftone pattern. This will add texture to our text similar to that of our poster. It is time to mask our circle to give a sense of depth between our elements. Simply with a mask and a brush we will paint black on the areas we don't want. To finalize our visual, we will convert all our layers into a dynamic object and apply a raw camera filter. This will allow us to rework the color, texture and detail of our visual. Once it's okay for you, all that's left is to validate. And there you have it. You know how to easily create a poster design with a fake 3D effect on a landscape starting from zero. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video for more tutorials. Have a nice day.